So in Covishield, we have the UK studies, which are the animal studies, which have showed that pneumonia is prevented in monkeys, and they have elicited good immune response in mice. In the clinical trials, 1,077 participants of phase 1 and 2 showed acceptable safety profile and homologous boosting increased antibody responses. And the phase 2 or 3 in prime boost regimen in 560 participants shows that it was better tolerated in older adults than in younger and has similar immunogenicity across all age groups, and this was published in the Lancet. The phase 3 in 11,636 participants showed an efficacy of from 62% to 70.4% and then 90%, and this has just been published early last month on online only. Next, please. What is available for Covishield in India in terms of the Indian study? In terms of the Indian study, there were 1,600 participants. They have all been recruited. Their immunogenicity data is being generated. More than half is available. Age group was more than 18. And Covishield is safe and immunogenic. And the data showed that it is non-inferior to the UK product. So this is an important point which led to the approval. Next, please. In terms of Covaxin, we have the Indian studies on animals, which on rats, mice, rabbits, hamsters, and monkeys, showing excellent safety, immunogenicity, and robust viral clearance in both in the upper respiratory tract and the lower respiratory tract in large animals. And the phase 1 and phase 2 clinical trials on 375 and 380 participants, age 18 to 55 and age 12 to 65, showed very low adverse events, neutralizing antibody responses equivalent to human serum, strong antibody responses to all structural proteins, which include the spike, the RBD, and the N protein, CD4 T cell response, CD45 RO T cell memory response up to 3 months after vaccination, and Th1 biased cytokine response, which is very important as well. And the phase 3 clinical trial is 25,800 participants, 24,000 have been enrolled, and there are no safety concerns. They have been given their first dose, and more than 5,000 have been given the second dose, and restricted use has been given in clinical trial mode for this, which means, what does this restricted use in clinical trial mode means? That they have to give a consent and there has to be a regular follow-up of these participants. Now, these are the publications of this Covaxin. The animal studies have been published in Nature Communications and iScience, which is a cell journal, and it also was placed in the preprint of BioRev. The phase 1 trial has been published on Lancet Infectious Diseases, appearing in press on the 8th of January, and the phase 2 paper is under review, and they also have the protocol of the phase 3, which is also under review by the British Medical Journal. Over and above that, there is another important publication in the Indian Journal of Medical Research, which has compared the large animal data in all the vaccine products and has shown the efficacy of this as well. The last slide that I would like to show is that what has been, next please, sir. The new drugs and clinical trial rules, which are pre-COVID. This was 19th March and 2019. Page 186 to 187 clearly says that if the remarkable efficacy is observed with a defined dose in phase 2 clinical trial of investigational new drug for unmet medical needs of serious life-threatening diseases in the country, it may be considered for grant of marketing approval by Central Licensing Authority based on phase 2 clinical trial data. So I thought these would be important data about these two vaccines. So I think it's a great day for India that we have these two vaccines now available, not only for the Indian people, but it is a ray of hope for the people in the low and middle income countries.